Imagine a man who lived at the same time as Jesus Christ, performed miracles, traveled the known world, and inspired legends for centuries. Yet most people have never heard his name. Who was Apollonius of Tyana, and why is he often called the Greek Jesus? Let's uncover the story of this mystical philosopher who blurred the line between history and myth. Apollonius of Tyana was no ordinary man. He was a philosopher, a healer, and a traveler who claimed to possess divine wisdom. But was he a miracle worker, a prophet, or simply a man whose story grew larger than life? Stay tuned as we explore his incredible journey. Born around 15 CE in the town of Tyana, nestled in the rugged landscapes of what is now modern-day Turkey, Apollonius grew up in an era rich with philosophical thought and spiritual exploration. From a young age, he was drawn to the teachings of Pythagoras, a legendary philosopher known for his belief in asceticism, vegetarianism, and spiritual discipline. By the age of 16, Apollonius had fully embraced these teachings, transforming his life into a living testament to Pythagorean ideals. He renounced meat, wine, and material comforts, choosing instead to live a life of simplicity that mirrored the purity he sought in his spiritual journey. Apollonius believed that by stripping away worldly distractions, he could attain a higher state of consciousness and connect more deeply with the divine. This commitment to a life of austerity set him apart from his peers and laid the foundation for his reputation as a man of profound wisdom and mystical insight. But he wasn't just a philosopher. Apollonius believed in direct communication with the divine through contemplation and intellect. He rejected traditional sacrifices to gods, teaching that wisdom and good deeds were the true ways to honor the divine. Apollonius's approach to spirituality was revolutionary for his time. Unlike many of his contemporaries who engaged in elaborate rituals and sacrifices to appease the gods, Apollonius advocated for a more personal and intellectual connection with the divine. He taught that true reverence came not from offerings of incense or animal sacrifices, but from cultivating inner wisdom and living a life of virtue. This belief aligned closely with his Pythagorean influences, emphasizing purity of thought and action as pathways to enlightenment. Here's where things get fascinating. According to ancient accounts written by Philostratus centuries later, Apollonius performed miracles that rivaled those of Jesus Christ. He was said to have healed the sick, predicted future events, and even brought a Roman senator's daughter back to life. These stories, though written long after his death, paint a picture of a man whose life was shrouded in mystery and wonder. Philostratus's writings suggest that Apollonius possessed supernatural abilities, using his profound knowledge and spiritual insight to perform acts that seemed miraculous to those around him. Whether these tales are fact or fiction, they contribute to the legendary status of Apollonius. In one famous story, Apollonius supposedly saved the city of Ephesus from a deadly plague by driving out an evil spirit disguised as a beggar. Was it divine intervention or just clever storytelling? We may never know. His philosophy blended mysticism with logic. He taught that God was pure intellect and that prayers or sacrifices were unnecessary. Instead, he encouraged people to seek enlightenment through knowledge and virtuous living. Apollonius's story reminds us that history is often shaped by myths as much as facts. Whether he was a sage or something more divine doesn't change the impact he had on philosophy and spirituality for centuries. So what do you think? Was Apollonius truly gifted or just another legend? Let us know in the comments. Despite the doubts surrounding his story, Apollonius became a hero of pagan culture during late antiquity. Shrines were built in his honor, and some even believed he appeared as a ghost to Emperor Aurelian during a siege, urging mercy for his hometown of Tyana. If you enjoyed this journey into history's mysteries, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories about forgotten figures who shaped our world. Until next time, keep exploring.